chocolate covered strawberries. Just popped up in here so I could just put something for maybe 30 minutes. Just a quick little live. Good morning, YouTube world. Making my coffee. So one of my coworkers came back from Mexico, and these are from Mexico. This is really like baked and made from Mexico. She brought this from Mexico for me. She got me a little souvenir to use this inside the kitchen. This is very like known art in their culture. This is their hand paintings, and it's always going to be this color like a clay. And these are some of the pastries that they have in Mexico. So this, she gave me this the other day. Thank you for that like. So this is my little water thing that I use all the time. Just wanted to show you guys. It's just it's an everyday thing. Just a quick little 30-minute kind of live thing. Don't really want to talk too much. Just kind of sit in the dining room area. Oh, actually the living room. This is the living room right here. Just another day getting up to go to work. We're in the living room right here. My daughter's still inside the room. I got one like, 16. That doesn't look good. Hold on, you guys. I gotta start putting something. What am I doing? So this is almost kind of like a day-to-day. A day-to-day when I get up in the morning. Right here is Pacific time. So we are in the Pacific time zone. So my hours here are what, 8:30, something like that, or 9. So I have to let me see what time it is. It's 8:30, so I have 30 minutes to my YouTube page that I'm still trying to work on to earn watch time hours, because if you can try, or not even just you, but the whole YouTube, just support, or you can obviously see when I look into somebody's chat and I want to look at the person, I look on their profile. So if that's something that you want to do, then maybe you can try and look at, and then you'll try and find out of my subscriber count. And then that makes it to a point where um, everybody gets something. You know what I'm saying? Either way of how it happens, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're welcome in. um, I get more relaxed in the weekends when I do um, my work shifts. So I feel more like to myself and calm, especially when I have one whole day off on Mondays. Because Mondays I try to put so much of my responsibilities to um, keeping myself focused and stuff like that. So yeah, just not having things not in order is not something where and just in this generation for me, um I'm much older, so I don't know if you guys think that I'm a young person, but yes, I am in my 40s, so and I am in California, so there is a lot to do. um but California is very diverse, so you can do anything here. So but you can't like be off in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because the Bay Area is so close to me that you can just get into situations where you don't want to be at. You know what I mean? So you have to fall. You gotta you gotta cut that. It's like a line that you have to cut in order for you to maintain um, I guess you're only well, let's just say, I guess, into your well-being to keep going, like where you want to be at, you know what I'm saying? Other than what you want to try and keep helping other people and dealing with their problems. So you don't, and that could lead to people being like in, addictions and rehabilitations, and people that just don't know where they're at in life, or people just, uh, do dumb shit that like backstab other people and shit. Just you can find all that shit out there. You know what I mean? Um, I could speak Spanish, but I am Filipino. I am a Panay, but I only can understand. I can't speak Philippine, Tagalog, Christian. Oh, you don't speak English, so you got to do a translator. But thank you for the 3 likes. It's cold. It was raining, so I guess it was raining not too hard, but it was drizzling all morning because I could see that. And it's cold outside, so yeah, it's not in the fully out of the sweats and sweaters kind of thing, even though it was warm a few days in the past 2 weeks. But those were just like days where I guess it came uh, when I was lucky to kind of put my little um, outfits that I do want to like put on when it comes to my uh like going out and stuff like that on my YouTube. Because the only time when I stay inside the house is when I do cook or if I do nails. But um if I do nails, it would have to be something where I'm working on to better my nail business, like nail service. So before I do a lot of clips and videos and lives that I'll record when I'm at my client's place. So I'm basically like a mobile nail tech. Like I go to their house, but I haven't been doing that in the past 4 months because of job situation where I was working every day at these two jobs. So if y'all are followers of my page, then you guys know that everything is there. I'll show it where I work at, but from when I started was back in December. So um yeah, couldn't really do the nail service having 7 days to work in two jobs. But it made me catch up to um at least trying to like, I don't want to say balance, but I guess just have the opportunity to like put money away and stuff like that, even though when I wasn't working for 3 months, that took most of all of the money I was saving. So for 3 months could lead you into a little hole that you have to pay all your bills and pay rent. And yeah, no income comes, and if no income comes and you don't work for a whole 3 months straight trying to look for a job, you're using your savings, and that's the only thing that could save you. So I was lucky enough to use, you know what I'm saying, my savings, but it took thousands, you know what I'm saying? So I had to regain that back, and now I'm just in that position where I'm like, it's coming, it's like it's a lose and then gain, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to have to go back to that losing part, you know what I mean? So you have to like sacrifice most of the stuff that you have to go through, you know what I mean? Even though it's hard, because your body can kind of take well, I mean, not mine, because I normally try to like work harder. So if people are kind of like stressing on you, you work harder so they can shut up. You know what I mean? Um, but not even just work harder. It's more like think smarter to get to. Um, when I say working hard, it's almost kind of like do it in a minimal time, but you know what I'm saying? Only find a direction where if it's an alternative, like, because I work in the food service, so most of the menu parts are like something that we have to cook or bake. So now if the number count is at 85 for a regular patient and I don't have enough, I'm not going to tell the supervisor I don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? I have to alternate. I have to tell another worker and be like, we don't have this, so we don't have enough. And then, in their part, they're not going to worry too much because it's either, and that's who the people you have to watch out to, because it's either these people don't care about what you do and they'll tell the supervisor on you, or they'll say, oh, yeah, okay, just use that and then just, use the rest for another type of fruit, you know what I'm saying? Because it is a diet kind of thing. So they still try and make it healthy for them, but if that's not enough, they'll try and put like disposables type stuff, other than what we just bake, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of like one of those things. It's some workers that will do tell on you, or there's workers that will be like, oh, just who, just use the other one or whatever. So at least I let them know to some point that I just didn't kind of like just keep it to myself, and then they knew about it but then still tried, you know what I mean? So if we still get the work done, then that's fine. But yeah, so that's kind of like the things that kind of do go on every now and then. If she's having a bad day, she wants to pick on somebody just for no reason, then that's the days where I'm like, that I want to say something, but I don't, because I need to keep my job. It's like there's always some things that don't make sense when it comes to a director, a supervisor, a kitchen manager, something like that, that they try and work you to doing more something where other workers can't do it because they know that you could do it, but they want to see you doing harder and like stress you out, you know what I mean? So you could break, like you could break a like, oh, like what, you just had me do, put an attitude on, put a show that they don't want to see and shit like that. So it's like I have to cut my attitude, and I'm just like, I won't walk away. It's like I really do want to walk away most of like all the time when she'll say, oh, I need to talk to you or something. And then I'll be like, okay, and she'll talk and she'll be like, okay, well, you didn't put the label on the one container. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, I thought I did. And then, and then she'll keep going. She'll try and break you. And then I'm like, I'm quiet, I'm like, okay. So I'm just kind of like, I don't want to hear this shit because she keeps going and going and going and going. And you really want to say some shit, but it's somehow some way that I'm like stopping myself. I don't know. I think I'm getting better at it, to just shut my mouth when it comes to dealing with a supervisor or a manager. So but at my part-time job, the one I'm going to right now, he's really cool. Like he's an understanding type of manager. um he is like, even if you say a bad word, like you explain something that what the other people is doing wrong, and they're, because the dishwasher, he was like an over dramatic gay, gay man, you know what I mean? So he was like doing too much, and then he falls into like saying some things, and then you're being very respectful to a point where I never started any type of dissing or conversation, um, to even diss you or put my position where I'm doing better than what, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you stay over there type shit. Like, no, I don't do that. But so, like, sometimes when people come into jobs, they just need to like try to put that like cherry on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're at a level, stance part in your platform, and you don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So you either just have to listen to who's going to do what for you. Um, but there's nobody, because everybody here at this one is their own self person. And I guess they had to learn for themselves. When people come in and they act like they're trying to help you, but they're not, and then they say, do this, do that, or like they know, I stand back and I try and watch. And then once they start like being jealous of you, um, then that's when I come in and I'll be like, like it doesn't, I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing until that person starts acting up, because His ass is a drama ass motherfucker. I swear to God. His ass is like, yeah. So they were gonna fire him, but they need somebody so bad. So all the people at my job yesterday, where I work in the assisted independent memory care, assisted living, um, they all talked about him and want him gone. And I was supposed to be one of the persons that was to say something like, what is the roles of duties that he's not doing? So, I said, shit, it's just stop, you know. Everybody knows he's not finishing his dishwashing all in, in time. So, like, he starts acting up and shit. So, and everybody saw that. So I'm just like, man, I don't know, but y'all got to keep up with him because I only do 2 days over here. Shit, that's not for me to fucking get on about somebody that is gay. Like, come on now, the fuck, I like. Do I need to like compete with you? Like, there's no competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm-mm. Ain't no competition. He talks about my hair, how he loves my hair, and how I could do my hair, and you should do it like this and that. And like, okay, I could start conversation. I could start good conversation because there was a good conversation how he was talking about a haircut and how he wanted to color my hair. So that was it. And then I'm just like to myself, like I ain't gotta talk too much. Why would you name yourself a store? Sephora. Sephora is a makeup store. What time is it? Yeah, so it's 8:52. I'll stay here for like another 10, 20 more minutes and then I'm gonna start getting ready. It's cold outside though. It is cold. Yes. And yeah. Let me see. No money, no honey. A lot of foreigners say that. A lot of Spanish people, a lot of Latin people, a lot of Philippine people say that. No money, no honey. I hear that all the time, like from just conversations and where I'm around, and they'll say no money, no honey. Oh, you're looking for someone to speak English with online. You mean like a tutor? I mean, a tutor. Um, how do you say like a foreign language that is like an instructor or a teacher, a tutor? Uh, are you Portuguese? Uh, Georgie Christian, George Christian. Are you Portuguese? Magdus. Your ass came up here. Okay, good morning. Good morning, Magdus. You up early, huh? Yeah, cool, cool. We gotta keep it cool, cool. But Okay. Yes. Um, yes, keep the algorithm. I'm not too stressed about my YouTube channel because it's working. I could be just looking kind of stupid at sometimes when it comes to me moving around and stuff like that. And I'm not just specifically talking to you. I'm really speaking like in general or whatever in personal through my screen. And what I'm trying to say is that I guess it's just a network, you know what I mean? And I don't really network. I look for more into styles and like where the cuz I was working with nails. So nails brought me into a different kind of nail world. You know what I mean? A whole lot of Instagram has that. So YouTube is more of a so I feel like Instagram is more like a collection of looking at shorts and clips and pictures, like images. But YouTube has the time of you showing techniques and methods, or even showing like a how to do, say an ombre or a chrome, or just all kinds of different kinds of arts when it comes to a specific finger. um it's a lot. So like I haven't gotten back into that in like 5 months. So when you want to really work on your YouTube, you want to like just kind of just work into that. And right now I'm only into what is like watch time hours. And I think the people that are monetized do know what how that goes. You know what I mean? So I did look into like buying watch time hours, but um I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm 2000. I'm like uh I'm like 2,700 hours away. So it's all right. I'm not like, I just know that I have to keep getting paychecks. You know what I mean? Like this is it's not a joke. This is not a joke, like for real. Um and I just try to just, support other YouTubers and stuff like that who I'm subscribed to and stuff like that, or whatever, or just try to give in into some type of uh I guess some type of support in the platform. When you notice something, or you see something else about the uh the question, and you just want to kind of like answer it too, you know what I mean? But not too much of that. I'm not into like just getting on somebody's chat just to be like, oh, okay, well, this is how it is. Like I'm gonna go through the whole entire, like, if the speaker is really speaking, and if they really know that knowledge, and one of the commenters seems to know but not 100%, um I feel like I'm just more like the listener. You know what I mean? you know Stuff like that. Even though there is some type of knowledge or experience involved that I already had, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't need to show that I'm in people's pages like that. And that's just me. That's just me. You know what I mean? Like, I can be in, you know, um, You can be there sometimes and you don't have to. You could be there all the time or you don't have to. It's either or. So you don't have to or you could be there. And I feel like it's just some places that I can. Oh yeah, you came back. Up. Tell me the hold on. Tell you oh, you know what? Your name is probably Jorge. Are you a male? Because I feel like I want to call you George, George Christian. Um, I feel like you're trying to get like my lingo of how I speak to you, and I know it's a little bit kind of like you're wondering. You're really wondering, right? And don't don't think to, but you are writing uh properly, like in your language. So uh I can't, I just speak English. What language, where country are you from? They say that speaking Portuguese is sexy, one person said. Mhm. I was absent for a while. No, so please tell me. But yeah, just a quick little, coming up in here, showing where I'm at. Can you tell me what language you speak? Anyways. Oh, let me see something. Oh, there. Okay. My daughter's inside the bedroom. She's asleep. She'll be here till like May 12 or something like that. I don't know. Oh, but she's leaving tonight. She's gonna be with her the boy toy situation with him for I guess a whole week and a half or something. I guess she's gonna be there till the 11th, and then her flight back to the Philippines is on May 12th or something like that. So it's nice to see her. You know what I'm saying? She comes down and stuff like that. So she comes down. Tomorrow is my day off, so I got to think of what my plan to go. I think I'm gonna go head towards Oakland. I'm gonna do a nail supply vlog. Okay. Um, and then I might just be doing a little exercise around the park that I used to exercise at when I used to live in my van. Um, it's like a school, but the park is so like the walking of the whole rectangle is like a football field. And when you walk around it, it gives me that type of like, it's just a walking kind of um exercise for me, you know what I mean? So that's just what I do because it's outside. It's like it's always like a um what is it? Like doing two things at once, like doing all the things that you can do in that location because it's a drive over there. I mean, Oakland is not too far. It's like 15, 20 minutes away, but even though when you had spots down there, when you were doing things back then, when I used to be around there back in 2018 to like 2021, um, there's, you know, Nail Supply, there's the Lake Merritt, there's just all popular kind of places in Oakland that you could do. You know what I mean? There's the beach where, you know, when it's hot, the summertime, and then most of all of the nice like eatery like restaurants is in Oakland. Um, there's there's Oaktown, so the city. There's, you know, city of Oakland. Good morning, Kyle. Where you going?
I'm gonna get the mail.
The mail?
Yeah.
There was mail yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so if you look at my last live, that's where I work. I work in I work in kitchens, like facilities, or you want to call them uh, um, I work in a nursing and rehabilitation like center. Let's call it a center, or hmm, yeah, call it a center. And then and then my other one is a independent assisted living for seniors that have like dementia and stuff like that. I don't know, but I had gotten my renewal process for my Medi-Cal, right? Because I need some type of health insurance. Even when it comes to Medi-Cal, I don't care. I want it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even care if I got two jobs. And the health coverage limit of house income, you have to be below something, right? So I'm like, I got a letter finally saying that it took fucking 2 months for them to process. I don't know why, but I haven't had health coverage since last December. Okay. So when I got sick for 5 days of COVID on March 24th, I don't know what would have happened to me if I went to the emergency, or what they would have to have done with me. It would have had to been like an out of pocket kind of thing. I mean, if it got worse, you know what I mean? But I got the letter the other day, a few days ago, and it said that I was approved. But when I was starting to read, I'm like, it said something like your income. Oh wait, so you are eligible because your household income is at $0. I was like, what? I was like, I thought I turned in my paper because it's a whole packet. It's like a few. Hey Tammy, good morning or good afternoon to wherever. I know you're up there on the East Coast. Salute to Tammy. She's in the YouTube. Um, I can't see. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. So it's afternoon. Yeah. She's in my YouTube channel. How are you? Oh, Maryland. Okay. I thought you were in New Jersey or New York or something. But I was talking about my Medi-Cal, And it said that my, like, for some reason the packet of my health coverage is like 12 pages. So I'm filling it out, but then I'm giving them like proof of like say, what else did it ask me? It asked me income. Like paycheck stub and all that stuff. So I'm like, if I took a copy of it and I put it in there with the envelope, then why is it that they're telling me I'm eligible? Because my household income is at $0. I'm gonna have to talk to them because I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble for that. It's just that's not on my part. And I'm trying to rethink because it's been 2 months. Like, did I put anything in that letter in that envelope? Because yeah, they cut off my EBT because it was on their end because they found out I was working 2 jobs. So they gave me 3 months extra that I didn't have to pay back. You know what I'm saying? Because there is like a penalty reimbursement kind of thing, but they still gave me 3 months for free. I was getting like 450. Thanks, Kaya. You got what you needed?
Yeah.
Okay. My sister, so I got a letter from my sister. I think this is the invitation for my niece's uh graduation. Or yeah, so she's studying for nursing, but I think she's already finished with that. So, or something like that. She's in this University of San Francisco. So yeah, my sister, like, she's a widowed wife, because my brother passed away in 2019. Um, and he was in the military, so when you're in the military, you got paper. You know what I mean? So all the kids is well funded into their schools, whatever college, whatever, like, yeah. And then they get, since when he passed away, um there's money left, of his, I don't know what it's called, but it was said before. I just don't remember what's the word. Oh yeah, it is. Chilling. Oh, okay. So NYC is New York City, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's just kind of like for me. I was born in San Francisco and raised in that area. So you're the East Coast. You're like the Biggie, and I'm like Tupac. No, I'm just well, actually, not. Tupac was kind of like he settled into somewhere in their years, but originally, was coming from the West Side. Or wait, no. Okay, let me go back. He had time in both sides. Let's just say. Oh, okay. So it's I was already she already mentioned this to me already. She texted me like a week or 2 weeks ago about this, but it's actually just a letter saying that I am invited. It's in the honor of my niece. Join us for a graduation party. And normally when you do graduate, you gotta give some money. So um let's see. Let's see, because she knows I'm not married. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody helping me. But I still do put something. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you see something like this, when they get you know, major degree, so, you know, associates or even bachelors, like all that shit. It's like a once in a lifetime that you have to like give as when they are like finish something, you know what I mean? Like I feel like when you are at somebody's wedding, you have to give something big. Like it's not $50, it's not $100, and it's not, you know, and I feel like for me, it's kind of hard to do that at some times when you are in situations, not I don't want to say situations, but like you are in trying to build and, you know, still stay um kind of like stacking and stuff like that. So, you know, but if it's already kind of like in a set um stance, then you know it's not like a worry to be worried type situation. It's like, okay, I'll give it, and you know, you got to make sure you send it right and correct. No weird addresses and no weird all this shit, and make sure everything is correct to send it, because everybody's just far away from each other, you know what I mean? So it's like it's either it's just like even when you get connected on somebody on social media, you have to really be connected, like you have to be in tune and like communication. But as far as with me, it's like communication off camera is kind of hard. It's just hard for me. I have like low self-esteem and stuff like that, so that's just one thing that I feel like, because you know everybody's not perfect, but in my head or in my head, I feel like I want somebody to look at me perfect, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm gonna short shorten something that they are looking into, and it's not quite there. You know what I mean? So you don't want to show that. Um, I don't know. Is that, I mean, I think like a female understands what I'm trying to say. It's like if I don't please you the way how you like to see it, then it's something that makes me feel like I'm, you know, not perfect. And that's not good. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to just be, you know, as um like, you know, cool, calm, and collective when I do my YouTube um, conversations and stuff like that. Throughout anybody that gets up on here, like I don't want to just do anything where I was to start off some, you know, negativity and stuff like that. Not unless it was like bad talk about me. So that's just what that is. You know what I mean? Even though like I could defend myself like in real person, to like manage to talk to you, you know, eye to eye type stuff. Like I have no hiding, or I have no worry to like ever do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at uh hold on you guys, hold on. Is she? Mm-hmm. Yes. Tammy, how many I haven't been on your page lately. I haven't been on your page. But yeah, I'm trying to work on my my YouTube page that I do work on, and then I leave, and then I work on, and then I'll think about it, and I'll be like, you know what? I guess it's doing everyday type thing where I have to make myself feel like um because I already know when you go on live every day, people can get tired of you. Like they'll see something about you that is a dislike, you know, and I'm not that type of person. Like I like to be on point, not having the people to like say, oh well, she's like that and she's boring and stuff, because it can get boring. It can get real boring at sometimes, like, and money can't, you know what I'm saying, money can make a little type of differences, you know, and we all know that when money uh you know, it's like it's crowded into your bank account, when it's like you got thousands and, you know, let's just say, I mean, I don't know about the millions, but that's like celebrity type shit. um and you're in good, it's sometimes like it's not, it's only gonna just like fix some financially type stuff, you know what I'm saying, even if you buy things, it could make you happy at, you know, some point, but it's it's something else. It's just like something that's there, you know what I'm saying, it's something that's there already, because you know that of how much money you've been having or is still having. Because when I say is having, it's like it's a continuously, you're earning and earning and earning. So you're like, oh, I'm all good. I don't have to worry. But sometimes you do when um, you got to care for family. And if like when I say that, like when family like depends on you, then that's, ooh, yeah. I don't have family that depend on me, but I kind of like my mom and my dad, like they looking more into my older sister. You have enough toilet paper in there? If you need more, I can get some more. Yeah, I don't use this bathroom down here. I don't use this bathroom down. The only time when I use this bathroom is when somebody's upstairs taking a shower and I really need to go fucking use the bathroom, and that's when the fuck I use that motherfucker. You understand me? That's when I use that motherfucker. But I'm gonna get off of here. Let's see. We're at 9:22. I gotta get off because I have 30 minutes to get ready. I gotta go wash and stuff like that. But um, you know, another day to be getting paid. And tomorrow's my day off, so I'm gonna go do my little nail supply vlog and go do my little exercise and go see what's out there to maybe do a little grocery shopping, so maybe I can make a little quick something for dinner. Maybe it's gonna be like probably a late dinner type thing. I'm gonna try and think of what to make, because there is a lot of Asian restaurants, Asian supermarkets out there in Oakland, in the city. So let's just see. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and peace to the streets. Y'all keep it cool and kosher, and y'all have a fun day on this Sunday. Bye.